What we realized is that people were healing themselves in shorter and shorter periods of times. We didn't really have the answers that we need. So we thoroughly researched it. And what we came up with was mind-boggling. People were healing 20 and 30 years worth of anxiety, depression, personality disorders, all kinds of stress and trauma issues, just by getting out of their story, stopping what they were doing, and moving past the masks of personality. What has to change is absolutely everything. And that's one of the key ingredients that we found. And it's no secret today that people live in extended states of stress, and it's not sustainable. And the result is crisis, breakdown, burnout, never mind depression, personality disorders, addictions, and all sorts of different things that hold us back from living our best life. People are living in extended states of survival mode, and it's affecting the body, the heart, the mind. It's not sustainable to live in a stressed state for very long. We're just not neurologically equipped to do it. The first way out of survival is realizing that you're in it. And from that very point, you can start to shift and to thrive. And that's where we developed the Paradigm Shift program about 13 years ago. And we saw people with 20 and 30-year depression issues start to heal in shorter and shorter periods of time, just 6 to 8 weeks. People came in with devastating diagnoses, incurable conditions, physical manifestations of what had really been troubling them emotionally. The good news is that when we did our research on all these people from all different parts of the world with all different kinds of problems, issues, and symptoms, we found one commonality. They were all trapped in frightened parts of their personality. They were all being smothered to death by the masks that they wore from their persona. Their attitudes, perceptions, thoughts, feelings, everything that had built up to that moment in their life where they said, I can't do this anymore. It's either breakdown or breakthrough. We never expected to find what we did through our research, where we saw people literally shedding their masks, their personas, and becoming free from a lifetime of survival, of fear, and living in these states of stress that created all kinds of symptoms, psychological, emotional, and spiritual. When people started to stop, when they left behind the stories of who they thought they were, through powerful tools, meditation, contemplative techniques, they began to leave behind the masks as well. We really saw this as a paradigm shift. We took a deep dive into the psychiatric model, psychological model. Then we looked at the Bhagavad Gita, the Tao Te Ching, the Old and New Testament, and what we saw was that they're all right. They've all got the answer. And we need to leave behind the old, what doesn't work. But in turn, we need to put on something new. That is the science of finding your spiritual self. And the paradigm process really gets you there in 10 simple steps.